Continue exactly 28 minutes after the hour of 7. And of course, this is Radio Anu, radioanu.com, the international flavor, the universal spice, of course. Again, just broadcasting live and direct out of Antigua in the nation of Antigua and Barbuda, in the Caribbean, aka the West Indies. And of course, you know, this is how we do it. Tell you what we're going to do right about now. Let us deal with the whole Bob Marley situation one time. And yeah, so what we're going to do now, as I said before, we're going to be reading here from newswire.com. And newswire.com is basically the website that, from my understanding, officially broke this news. And of course, as we said before, that from the moment the news came out, there have been other agencies and individuals who have attempted to debunk it and consider it to be invalid as such. It says here, CIA agent confesses on deathbed, I killed Bob Marley. A 79-year-old retired officer of the CIA, Bill Oxley, has made a series of stunning confessions since he was admitted to Mercy Hospital, in Maine on Monday, and told he has weeks to live. He claims he committed 17 assassinations for the American government between 1974 and 1985, including the music icon Bob Marley. Mr. Oxley, who worked for the CIA for 29 years as an operative with top-level security clearances, claims he was often used as a hitman by the organization to assassinate individuals who could represent a threat to the goals of the agency. Trained as a sniper and marksman, Mr. Oxley also has significant experience with more unconventional methods of inflicting harm upon others, like poisons, explosives, induced heart attacks, and cancer. The 79-year-old operative claims he committed the assassinations between March 1974 and August 1985, at a time when he says the CIA was, quote, a law unto itself, unquote. He says he was a part of an operative cell of 3 members which carried out political assassinations across the country and occasionally in foreign countries. Most of their victims were political activists, journalists, and union leaders, but he also confesses to assassinating a few scientists, medical researchers, artists, and musicians whose ideas and influence represented a threat to the interest of the United States. He claims he had no problem with going through with the assassination of Bob Marley because I was a patriot. I believed in the CIA, and I didn't question the motivation of the agency. I have always understood that sometimes sacrifices have to be made for the greater good. Okay, basically, says a lot here. Let me just skip over a few things. I don't want to stick forever on this. Says here, he was succeeding, this is Oxley speaking now, he was succeeding in creating a revolution that used music as a more powerful tool than bullets and bombs. Bob Marley in 1976 was a very serious threat. All of this is the CIA operative speaking. Bob Marley in 1976 was a very serious threat to the global status quo and to the hidden power brokers implementing their plan for a new world order. As far as the agency was concerned, Bob Marley was too successful, too famous, too influential. A Jamaican Rastaman who started using his funds and fame to support causes around the world that were in direct conflict with the CIA. To be honest, he signed his own death warrant. It's not like we didn't want him. Oh, you want him? Yes, yes, I added all of that. We sent a few guys to shoot up his house in Kingston, Oxley says, referring to a shooting in the Marley residence that left the singer with an injured arm and chest. We had a message for him. We impressed upon him the gravity of the situation he found himself in. The gravity. He didn't listen. 2 days later, in the mountains, I stuck him with the pin. All right. Now the article goes on to say here, 2 days after Bob Marley was shot in the left arm by one of 3 gunmen who ambushed him, the singer and some of his crew in his house in Kingston, and after a brief stint in hospital, Bob Marley traveled to the protected hills of the Blue Mountains and spent time in the highest point in Jamaica rehearsing for an upcoming concert. Okay, and Mr. CIA says here, I gave him a pair of Converse All-Stars, size 10. When he tried on the right shoe, he screamed out, ouch. That was it. His life was over right there and then. The nail in the shoe was tainted with cancer viruses and bacteria. If it pierced his skin, which it did, it was good night nurse. Okay. He's quoting from Gregory Isaac too. Now, again, what I read there was just an excerpt from an article taken from a website that goes by the name of yournewswire.com, which is said to be the website that basically broke the news. This is the news. This specific news here is the news. And as I said, many ones consider it to be not credible or incredible, not valid, or whatever the case may be. So I'm just saying, obviously for the record, I am just reading what it says here. I am not promoting it. I'm not saying that it is the facts. I honestly don't know. And I know when I say I don't know, there are many ones who believe that they are more zealous than myself, you know, and, you know, love Bob Marley more than anybody else, will jump up quickly. What you mean you don't know? The man killed Bob Marley, the CIA, I don't know. What do you mean? Oh, you want me to say I know? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know the man. Some people saying the man, you know, he never said anything like that, and I don't know. Yeah, I speak facts, I just don't know. Yeah. But what I know now is that whether he said so or not, or whether he did it or not, even if he doesn't even exist, this could all be a hoax, as some people are saying. It doesn't mean a thing to me. It doesn't mean nothing to me. Huh? All of you who are ranting and kicking up dust now, as if, oh, if he wasn't dead, you'd go and kill him yourself. You need to listen to the words of Bob Marley himself. He says, "How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look?" That's what we need to think about. Because we have prophets amongst us. And when you make these sort of statements, those who are not doing any work are quick to say we are all prophets. Let's not overdo now. We understand that. We know that. But you know exactly what I mean. We're all on the battlefield too. We're all in the stadium. We're all in the stadium. But some of us are in the audience. And some of us are cheerleaders. And some of us are in the ring, battling it out. Let's just be clear. And that is the truth. So now, again, the individual at hand here, Bob Marley, at this point, how long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? They are already giving back Caucasians land in Zimbabwe. How long shall they murder and crucify our messengers while we look on and sometimes criticize? We are all appalled now with what is happening in Libya. What a turnaround. That's like you turn the bucket totally upside down and everything fall out. From a pristine country to the rubble of corruption and remnants of, reminiscent, I should say, of the heavy chattel and chain slavery days, buy and sell. Again, how long shall they kill our prophets and we don't do nothing about it in any form or any way? And we can go down the line. Just, I think it was yesterday we were presenting a program right here on Radio Anu on Walter Rodney, Morris Bishop, the regular names we like to call Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. But there are many more, even the so-called regular people. There are many individuals that have stood up for us, that have put their life on the line. Assata Shakur is in Cuba. There are many individuals that have put their family's life on the line. And when they take them out, all we do is give good speeches and act as if we're angry and we protest and all kind of stuff. But yet still we put no to use the term in a more right common sense, no affirmative action is taken. Decisive action is taken in any form to attack it. And I'm not speaking scattershot attack. The protest and the march is scattershot attack. We have to understand the psychology of this. When we broke down the whole aspect of the gang violence and the gang war, you saw where we went. We went as far as Nicaragua. We had to bring in the Panama Canal. We had to speak about the war on drugs from Nixon to Ronald Reagan and the Bush. We had to speak about the whole aspect of the coming down of the Contras. We had to explain that Michael Manley, himself had to have spies in the CIA to check his back for him because the CIA tried to assassinate Michael Manley. And you can play all this in the Bob Marley thing and the CIA, and drugs in Jamaica and the fight against ganja to make way for the drugs, and you can tie all of this into Hollywood and the movies that came out at a specific time, a time frame that I lived through, when they brought out the New Jack City and the Juice, and they brought out the Strap, and they brought out the want what do you call it, the different movies, man. New Jack City, Juice, Strap. There's a big one I was thinking about there, Friday, and all of these different movies that encouraged young ones to be very violent and to pick up a sort of a lifestyle that was not common in the era prior to them. So I'm trying to show you that when we spoke about the violence in the community, we had to bring in slavery. We had to show you that it doesn't make any sense for you to tell me that 60% of the population of a nation's incarcerated people are black people, 60%, and they're 13 to 14% of the whole population, and 90% of these incarcerated are males. That men, brothers. That alone shows you that there's a plot here. This is a conspiracy, whether you like it or not. And the fact that we're still running around, that shows that we are lost. That means that we cannot see. The prison industry is just that. It's an industry. It's on the stock market. People are getting big bucks, dollars daily just for having brothers locked up in jail. So the point I'm making is, after looking through quickly all of that gloom and doom, you have to be able to find solutions for these problems. You listening to me? It's Bob Marley I'm talking about. You have to be able to find solutions for these problems. So in other words, education number one. What you see I do here now, we just open a radio station 24/7. It doesn't lock down. So what I'm saying is that education is the foundation of it all. Not indoctrination, not trying to convert nobody to your religion. Education is the foundation of it all. We are on the front line, battling every day to make the curriculum of the nation where we live conducive to our African heritage. This is no joke. You do not see this fight from YouTube, and you do not really see it from Radio Anu, but it's going on. I'm just telling you. Also, at the same time, when you meditate the energy that is happening amongst us, the science is very key. The science is very important. When we look into the depths of it, follow me good, that the education aspect again is the key. So we have to find ways to implement right education for our young ones that are coming up in this time. You see, this is a science here. Because when they, as the brother says, kill our prophets, we just react. We are not proactive. We are reactive people. They deported Marcus Messiah Garvey. There were thousands of us there on the pier, on the dock, just looking on and crying and blowing our nose in our handkerchiefs and snotting all over the place. When we could have formed a barricade. Thousands of us were there, you know, man. The army was there. We could have done anything and stop them from deporting the mighty Marcus Messiah Garvey. I mean, he may have said it's all right. What, give him the chance to say it's all right. Show ourselves worthy after all that this man has done for us. As I said, talk about leaving kith and kin, brother, to travel to the nether parts of the world, to rise up people. Me tell you, talk about putting life and family online. Everything on the line, everything. Messiah Garvey, and still found innocent and pure in all his doings. We all know, a Peter letter and some $5 foolishness. Perfect in all his ways amongst us, and we gonna make him just sail away, and we are here doing nothing. That was like our judgment there. That was our doom. They crucified Christ right in front of us again. And we just watching on. So this is why personally I'm not impressed with nobody that is talking about, oh, fire burn the CIA man, fire burn this and that. I agree, of course, you know. But again, where were you? Hold on. Where were you when they were shooting up Bob Marley's house? Were you there to protect the superstar that you love? Brother, I wasn't even born as yet. Hold on. Read between the lines, man. Read between the lines. Again, the same Bob Marley said, how long shall we all look asunder or stand on the side and sit down and peep and in certain cases run away when they take down, kill, deport, or ostracize those that we say that we love, those that we say have touched our souls, those that we swear have changed our lives. We gotta be careful with our tongue, you know. A lot of us, we talk too much. I'm telling you, I'm a firm believer of that. We in a talking time, too much of talking. I don't see too much action. Talk, yeah, and action even in the sense of the conversation I'm having here. We speak about when somebody wakes you up out of your sleep, you know, man. You gotta be thankful for that. Not just wake you up now. Because not anybody can wake you up. Don't get me wrong, in that sense. You know, you got to show appreciation for those who wake you up. But waking up is one thing. Being kept awake is another thing. Because an alarm can wake you up and you press the snooze and go back to sleep. And I see many people press the snooze and go back to sleep. But when you have a constant fountain feeding you, keeping you awake, enlightening you, changing your life, showing you things you've never seen before, giving you a greater understanding, not religion, uplifting you and seeing yourself in a different, I said, what? That's who I am. That's how I should eat. Wow, I tried it and it worked. You know, you check it. This is what we're talking about now. These are the same Bob Marleys and the same Malcolm X's and the same, who else we spoke of? Walter Rodneys. These are the same ones again who come again to do the same thing again. Hear what they were saying in this article. They assassinated musicians, they assassinated poets, they assassinated artists, they assassinated scientists, engineers. So obviously anyone, that's the whole thing. Doesn't matter what you do, once you're going to use your craft for revolution, for liberation of your people, they're going to look to snuff you out. These killers kill anything that moves. You don't have to be no black messiah anymore, you know, man. It's not just the black messiah they're killing, you know. Anything that moves, they're looking to take you out one way or the other. And as the article here says, they came on a subtle level first. And because it didn't work, well, no, pardon me. They took it on a subtle level instead of splatting brains on the walls. That it was a quote like that he used there in the article, at the end of the article. Subtly means, when the brother put on the shoe then and he got the prick, ouch. It's just like maybe a little something was in the shoe, some sort of thorn, a cassia or something. Pardon me. You try it on again. Imagine that. So where were you when they were giving him the shoe? So this is what I'm saying now. You know, that I can speak for myself. I am one that's in the ring. I am in the ring. I'm not a cheerleader. I am not a cheerleader. I'm not even the coach. I am in the ring, battling it out. And I'm definitely not in the audience. So many of us in the audience, we can talk a good game, a real good game. But come on the battlefield, man. Huh? I don't mean to keep up the work, you know. This is dangerous stuff. You think it's a joke? Believe me, take it from me. I know what I'm doing, you know, man. We say a lot of things. Look, we're here talking about the CIA. Look, the video gone up. See, you don't think anything named CIA, they homing on you one time to hear what you're saying about the CIA? I mean, it's the real world. All of this Facebook and YouTube and all it, Instagram and everything, these are spy devices, man. Nobody have to come into your home anymore and place no bug underneath your table and go out and press some button and listen to what's going on. Nah, you walk with your celly everywhere you go. You're smarter than your phone everywhere you go. Your phone's smart. You smart? I hope so, you know, or else your phone is gonna outsmart you. Yeah? Even if you lock it off, the phone can record you. So everybody's being recorded. Everybody's being recorded. Everybody's been listened to. Oh, they can't listen to all of us. Obviously not. But that depends on who you are. They ain't watching everybody, but everybody can be watched. You get me good? They may not be looking at you, but if you just say the wrong word, a light comes on over your name and say, hey, Roger just used the term revolution. Said something there about black power. Roger who? Never heard of him. He's somewhere there he's in Brazil. All right, maybe he's just talking. He said it again. Let's tune in on him. Then they tune in on Roger. They watch Roger for about a week. You think this is a joke? Yeah? And most of us, we have it as a joke. Most of us, we consider this to be play. Yeah? So that's why I would say again, I'm not joining the army of those or the line of those who are burning fire. People expect me to come and burn fire here on the CIA man. We don't even know if he's a real man. And even if he is, I mean, come on. Come on, you're a lion. You made a kill yesterday. And you went away and left the kill there unguarded. You don't expect the hyena to come for the kill? And you're vexed. You can't be upset with the hyena for being a hyena. That's what hyenas do. They rob from the lion. So you gotta check yourself as the lion and your pride. You need to talk to your pride. It's your pride you need the bonfire on, not the hyena. Good job, hyena. You're doing your work. So we need to check ourselves. That's what I'm saying. So for those of you, again, and this is why I will always come around, those of you in this time, this is an economic war. Look at Hogmas coming up, so-called Christmas and Santa Fraud and ho 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 and a bottle of rum. It's an economic war, but we don't see that. And so those of us who are too African black power and conscious, we are still taking our finances and giving it to Santa Claus when he come and stick us up on Christmas Eve. It's sick. That itself is us standing aside while they kill our prophets. And check it, our profits, you know. Your profit is what you gain when you buy and sell. When you do business, you know, you buy something for $3 and you sell it for $5, you get a $2 profit off of it. So although it's spelled different, they know why profit and profit are the same words. They know why. It's not no mistake. So even at this time of the year, you're watching them kill all your profit that you've made, and we still standing aside and look. That's the, oh, you don't understand. I'm telling you. So when people say, "Oh, I'm a part of a non-profit organization," well, I'm a prophet, so I'm a, non-profit nothing here. A lot of prophets, and some priests in here as well. You understand, my brothers and sisters. So this is why even at this time, we need to really wake up. This is why we always speak about, number one, practicing group economics. I'm telling you, and up to now, I don't see us. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are different groups within their own realms that are keeping up their level, give thanks. But I don't think there's any group amongst us that has or is in the position to make a real serious impact on this planet yet. We're talking about Africa redemption. And to me, the first step of redemption is re-education. Debriefing and re-education. Debriefing, very important. That's what I do. We debriefing and we putting in fresh, proper information. So we need institutions for that. We need media houses for that, to start that process and take over the world when it comes to the proper information, well orchestrated information, not religion. Everybody have their own belief, and many religions amongst us as black people in the conscious sense is based on history and good foundation. Some of it mixed up and a lot of things. I don't want to get into that. But we could all agree on the science. We can all agree on the history of the black man and black woman, which is world history itself. We can all agree on our achievements and our expectations and our great ones that are and was amongst us and will be amongst us. So we can form that international curriculum. As one of our great scholars always stressed, we should have that international language, I think he always promotes Kiswahili to be such, and that is why it's necessary for us to engage in our African tongue. Those of us who don't speak no African language, we got to engage in our African tongue. Amharic, engage in the African tongue, the Kiswahili. So when you even have to venture abroad, you can communicate with your brothers and sisters, because this is a global African redemption that we're talking about. I know many of you are going to say, well, it ain't going to happen in our time and this time. I don't want to hear them dead talk. Why it can't happen tomorrow? Whenever it's going to happen, we need to get serious. And many of us, we are not mentally ready for that. We're not serious. I don't care what nobody tell me, We are not serious. I'm telling you straight. I know what I'm talking about. I don't want to go too deep right now, but I know what I'm talking about. So we need to get more serious, and we need to also see the as I said, that one economic program amongst ourselves. Even before that, we preach it and talk it, but we don't even buy from ourselves as we preach. We don't. We just preach them things and talk these things, and the money in the black community doesn't spin around 2 times and rah rah rah. Yeah. But yet we don't encourage it to spin around. We do not buy from ourselves, straight up. If we bought from ourselves, this Christmas evil foolishness that's coming up, it would flop internationally. We were watching the documentary the other day with Chris Rock and here. The Indian people laugh at us. Here the Indian girl in the documentary said, oh, why do I have to put it in here? We have our own here. Mocking us. We don't have our here because we are so ashamed of who we are that we perm our hair, we straighten our hair and put red lipstick on our mouth. Come on, you're a black woman. Black people don't have no red lips. And straight hair. And I totally see that as us hating ourselves. That's why the black woman straightened her hair. And the black man appreciated it because she looked more like the white woman. That's how it is. No matter how beautiful a woman may be. For me telling me you're dealing with straight hair. There is some hatred for yourself, whether you like it or not. I'm sorry. There is some hatred you have for yourself. You do not like who God created. Because you have, your hair is unique. There's none like it. And you're gonna Indian it out, straighten it out, put in an Indian woman's hair in your head. And again, on the economic part of it now. So they're making all that money off of their hair. And we over here buying the hair. You hear what I'm saying? Yeah, and your hair has a lot to do with how you hear, you know. I don't mean your hair in your ear. I mean your hair in the ear. Frequency, deep science. Don't want to get lost on that one now. This is the mystic vibration that we have. So I'm just showing you in general now, if we're not doing this, dealing with those of us amongst us in our community that are like us, we got to get serious with that. If we're not doing that, we are watching them kill our profits economically and our real profits, and we still not doing nothing. We standing aside and look. Why? Because there are many amongst us that are quote unquote entrepreneurs, as they call it. Micro business. What micro business? You know what's micro? You can't even see that. They have some phrases they give us, brother. Permanent underclass, and we buy these foolishness. Permanent underclass, and you call yourself that. I'm telling you, we gotta think big business. And those of us who think business like, those of us that are still 9 to 5 in, because we don't work no 9 to 5, we work around the clock and hold a Sabbath rasta. What 9 to 5? We wake up 1 o'clock in the night and go to work. 9 to 5, huh? You need to support the businesses, the brothers and sisters making soap. Go and get your soap from them. The brothers and sisters making oil. Go and get your oil from them. The brothers and sisters that are making cloth and clothes and these different things. Some of them you see them on the YouTube and see them online. Contact them and say, how could I get one of that jacket? You need to go out of your way. Those of you that say you're conscious, I'm talking about you. Those of you who say you're conscious and you know to yourself that you're reading a lot of books and you're getting a lot of videos and you're getting this strength, no disrespect, you may be enlightening somebody on the job. And there's this little girl that you're trying to get close to, and you're dropping some jewels on her too. Good work. But you know for sure that there are those out there that are doing massive work as it relates to the redemption. Not just those who are speaking and lecturing, you know. The CIA said that he killed poets, he killed artists, he killed musicians. Come on. Oh, I love Chronix. Chronix is the baddest singer out there. Oh no, it's Akibika. Akibika. I have all of Akibika's album. Is that so? Ask them where they got it from. Oh, there's this website. You just download it and you hear that. You hear that. So the Akibika and the Kabaka pyramid and all of the revolutionary warriors now that is picking up a guitar and a string now, trying to spread the message in a secret kind of under esoteric tone for you to see if you can read between the lines. You're reading between the lines, but you ain't spending no money between the lines. It's sick. They are killing our prophets and you're still standing aside and look. So if you don't go out of your way to buy Akibika's album, you can't tell me nothing. Don't trouble me. Remember, I in the ring too, you know. If you do not go out of your way to make sure you buy Chronix's album Don't be telling me nothing about no chronics. Don't talk about no Ashwa Kwesi. And when you come and check what you have, it's all some CD that somebody burned, sold it for $1 or $2, and with some sort of crayon writing on it. Don't tell me that Astro Kwesi has original DVDs. Go and buy them. Don't be trying to impress me with them talk. You yourself, you not only are you standing aside and looking, because all the disciples didn't stand aside and look. Some of them betrayed the Christ. Some of them denied the Christ. Some of them ran away from the Christ. I think it was only one that stood aside and really looked. And it was one of the John that the Christ Messiah loved. It was the John, something like that. So there are a mix of people here. And I'm saying, if you love Bob Marley so much, and you love all these people that you say you love, from the political realms down to the entertainment realms, you gotta be serious in how you deal with them and even support them. All the jewels that you're getting from them, or else I personally will classify you in the same bracket as Bob classified many of us. We are onlookers. We are just standing aside. And here what he say, no, they're killing our prophets. We have profited from everybody that they take out. As I said, on the political realms, remember, Gaddafi had a satellite in the sky. You could make a call to Africa and it didn't have to go through Europe. This is a serious thing that would have profited you. A United States of Africa is a great profit to you. And we could go on and on and on. And I know you could pull up a few things about Gaddafi that, I mean, come on, as I said before, man. Gaddafi used to fight against Haile Selassie as far as where the OAU was located, and I can prove that. I'm not going to use that as the flagship now. I know what great works could have been done. But I'm just showing you in general, again, for us to understand how serious this is. And we should stop the yapping. Look, as I said, we're going to give all our money to Santa Fraud now. You're going to do it. Don't lie to me. You're going to give your money to Santa Fraud. So then now when somebody gives me a football shoe and I say, ouch, then you're gonna want to have a protest. You're gonna protest in the street. Oh, them wicked people, look what they do to priests. Yeah, but that is not gonna happen. So you don't have to worry about that. Because I don't need no shoe from nobody. Believe me. And I obviously on my guard. Because I'm not waiting for neither Peter nor Thomas nor Judas. I don't know who will betray, and I don't know who will deny, and I don't know who will run away. But I know for sure, and I've seen it already, when you're hanging on the cross is the thief and the murderer to your left and to your right. Believe me, I know. I'm not just quoting a gospel. I'm telling you what I know in life, but I'm not going to spill all of that to you, because imagine all that we've said already. My heart is to add value to anybody that listens to me, to add value to your life. When I speak, you're supposed to feel like, wow, I'm thankful for that. Whatever the topic is, I add value to your life. And I'm sure that there are many that do their craft with that intention. Those of us who have received that value should act in accordance, or else we ain't moving on. I'm telling you, we're not moving on. They're gonna because we don't appreciate. We don't show no appreciation. So they're gonna continue to take out whoever they want to take out. And we cannot and even will not do anything. Let me show you. They have people of other nationality in different parts of the world who are born in England and born in the US. Some of them are Europeans and they don't like what's going on in Syria and they don't like what's going on somewhere else, and they get out of their country, get to where the action is, and join the literal gunfight on the ground, you know. Which one of us doing anything nearly close to anything like that? No, man, we don't have the heart for that. We just talk. Yes, they're political. Look at, as I said, Mugabe. Look at Gaddafi. And all we do is give lectures. That's all. And go on radio programs and rant. But we're not ready. You may say, well, man, we're not united. Man, some of them people that get up and go and fight, they weren't united with nobody. They just get up and go. Now, I'm not saying for you to go and get up and go and do that, you know. We know the art of war. There are other ways of attacking the enemy. I shouldn't even have to be telling all of that. Yeah? When you when you have a coup, brother, you go for the radio station first. Radio Anu. That's why I say we need media houses. But we're not ready for all of that. So all the ranting and who killed this and who killed that, it is we who kill them. Because we not with them. We don't support them. We don't buy from them. We want the music and we don't want to pay for it. We want the books, but we prefer somebody photocopy it for us. Wow. Imagine that. We want to see the documentary, but we hear it on YouTube, so it's alright, you can keep it over there. Or it costs too much. Imagine that. What is cost too much? That's how serious we need to get. So that's my outlook, my brothers and sisters. I know this may not be what you expected. You know, you wanted me to join the whole platoon of, yeah, man, firebun boy, them CIA man wicked, and you know, them CIA man kill this, and you show them so man so wicked, right? When Maurice Bishop, no. I think we've done that already too. Yeah, we need to. This is now an interview. We're viewing internally. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Radio Anu, and as I said, man, the meal is for free, but you can still leave a tip for sure. You can WhatsApp me or give me a call. Of course, you know the digits, and of course you could email us. Remember the brand new email. The other email has been according to them, well, I told you already, ain't going through that again. PriestIsaacs27gmail at gmail.com. Again, PriestIsaac27 at gmail.com. Of course, you could definitely contact me for more information. Give thanks. And radioanu.com. Remember, of course, the Mystic Vibration every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 6 p.m. sharp. The description for the radio is always in the link, so you can go straight down into the link for those who are viewing the video on YouTube, and go straight to the link. And those who are listening on Radio Anu, remember you can visit our YouTube channel, Priest Isaac's YouTube channel, All Power and Majesty, as we continue to flow.
Selassie is the champion. Power of the Trinity. Build your mind on this direction. Serve the living God and live.
Blessed love to all of our listeners, subscribers, and well-wishers. This is the Honorable Priest Isaac, founder and director of Radio Anu and the Priest Isaac's YouTube channel. We are now offering advertising spots for your business and events. Have you anything to sell, broadcast, or advertise? We have the platform and we have the audience. We have created very reasonable packages to push and promote your business or event on both Radio Anu and the Priest Isaac's YouTube channel. Our international audience will surely gravitate to your products, as all of our packages promise multiple spots on a daily level, no matter your budget. We have packages starting from $10 to $100 and more. Yes, even for $10, you can get multiple spots with our media group. This is all a part of our community building, as advertising with us will assist us in bringing the information to you. So for more detail on our advertising packages, email me at theblackshepherd@live.com or give me a call or WhatsApp at area code 1268-728-3162. Payments can be made via the PayPal at hotepra@yahoo.com or through money transfer. I am looking forward to hearing from you as we partner together and support each other. Blessed love. Thanks for listening.
Love for everyone. Mothers, tell your daughters. Fathers, please tell your sons. Just warn them, teach them, tell them, show them.
Oh, blessed love to one and all, the Honorable Priest Isaac here. Just reminding you that the biblical land of Israel, the theological book that has been prepared and designed to prove that Africa and the Arabian Peninsula is the land of Israel, is now available for your order and your purchase. The biblical land of Israel was written and produced by myself, the Honorable Priest Isaac. Also available is the book Anu, Ancient and Modern, a manuscript that takes a very special look at the spirit of the island of Antigua. And let's not forget our 2 DVD documentaries. First of all, The Master of Ceremonies, which goes into the divinity of Emperor Haile Selassie I, Emperor of Ethiopia, and of course 7 full-length documentary full of information that goes into the dynamics and the mystics of the Honorable King Emmanuel Charles Edwards. My brothers and sisters, they're all available. The Biblical Land of Israel, Anu, Ancient and Modern, and of course the 2 DVD documentaries, The Master of Ceremony and 7. All you have to do is to contact me via the WhatsApp or give me a call, or you could also email me as well, whichever way is best for you, and give me your request and we will mail the products straight to you. And let me tell you now, if you order all 4, both books and both DVDs, you will get a 10% discount that is coming straight from Honorable Priest Isaac. Give thanks, of course, love, loyalty, righteousness, and respect. Blessed love.